Okay. Yeah, I think our audio is good. I think our
We're
audio
good to
is
go.
good.
We're good
Yeah,
to
we're
go.
good to go.
Let's have it. Let's
Yeah.
have
But
it.
this one now there's no lights like this. Like I don't know, I feel like
Who is
much
the
better
sun?
when there's lights. Like just the general
Yeah, exactly.
good feeling when I can hear my fan rolling
You
or
know,
like
there's light anxiety. When you're like, oh my god, what if they take the lights? I need to iron my clothes. I need to do this. You start
do you
rushing
get
to do nonsense.
you get like
I hate that too.
that's my well I don't iron my clothes anyway, but like I do other things. Like what do I do with lights?
Pump water.
Yeah, pump water.
You charge your power
Charge my
bank.
power
Charge your
bank, like charge my
phone.
phone, charge no, not my phone. Like I think the weakest battery life amongst all my devices is my Fi. Like
Yeah,
dies like whenever it wants to. So like I'm always like anxious about that. Like lights is my MiFi charged, and like this
anxiety
past
of
few
being
days
enjoying.
has been crazy.
Yeah, so light nonsense. Don't worry. We
Yeah.
get it.
Well, it's fine. It's good. Um, I think we should start
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Let's start now.
Let's have it. Let's have
Let's
it.
have it. Hey folks, my name is Lawal,
And my name is
and you're
Layele.
listening to
IKD to the
where we
world.
talk about everything
From living in Ikorodu,
to living life.
stay tuned.
Okay, okay.
Do-do-do-do. Hi guys. Welcome to another episode of IKD to the
Welcome,
world.
welcome.
How are you?
I'm fine. Oh.
How was your week?
My week was okay. Now my week was great. Like my week was actually legit great. Like,
Tell us.
but it was bad. It
Telepathy.
was bad. Then it no, I saw it was like um 50-50, like
Okay.
halfway both things because first of all there was no lights.
Oh.
Yeah, like the whole announcements that IKEDC made for the load shedding,
Yeah.
maintenance of transmission lines and everything. It came like a week ago and a week before, and we had lights that week. So like in my mind, I just like thought that, oh, we are not concerned with this whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I thought so too. Because when I saw that, so I didn't think Ikorodu was one of the
Was one of
places
the
affected.
things. Do you know what? I've learned a lot this week. I've learned so much this week. So first of all, okay, this here's what I don't know. I don't know if it was the lights, like the transmission line maintenance,
Mhm.
or it was the flood, because
Yeah.
both things like coincided. By the way, I'm just going to say sorry to the people who were affected by the flood. There were lots of
A
like
lot. I have
floods
not me,
in
Sha, but I have a personal family member that had bad experience with
wow,
it. It
that's
was bad.
crazy. And
Yeah.
like just really terrible. Like I saw I saw two videos actually,
I
like
saw so many
one around
videos.
our Greek side and one around Okeletsu or so.
Yeah. My cousin said that it was my cousin that was affected, like their
Wow.
house. Normally it doesn't even get flooded in that area, but they said like the fence of their neighbor's building collapsed. So the water was just coming directly
Into
into
their
their own
house.
building and it was really bad. Like even up to the gate, it was like knee level. So imagine at the gate it's
Wow.
already knee level, what's inside the house? Everything
Like
gone.
that's crazy. And like we've not like in this place here, we've not
Mm-hmm.
experienced like I would say we've experienced flooding like in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Our fence fell
Oh wow.
because of like erosion. It was an erosion problem, not like a
Yeah.
flooding problem, and that came as a result of bad drainages. But I think that these problems that these people are like experiencing, it's beyond bad drainages. It's like an actual ecological problem that
Yeah.
yeah, the erosion problem. The government needs to like come and intervene, but that one needs like urgent intervention. I think
Yeah.
they should do something
I
about
even
it
noticed
because
something yesterday. Like I just googled Ikorodu, and it was so funny because when the response came, there was like a flood alert. Like
oh,
you need to be like careful of things that happen, and it's crazy
technology. Ah.
technology. And what was even paining me is the fact that this thing that I googled, I was like, oh, it's also flooding in other places in Lagos. And I said, oh, let me Google Victoria Island, like nothing. I'm like, you
Oh,
go to people now, you cannot carry our own to the front of your face, and maybe it's just worse than other places. Sha, but I was just like,
Yeah.
Bad media for us.
No, but I don't know if it's media, but like I think it's maybe a good thing too
Yeah,
because
I
like
guess
so
so too.
people could like be aware or something. But
Yeah, yeah.
that's interesting.
I know, right?
I did not know that.
I saw it on
Well,
ours. And even when you won't click on it, you see there are areas that, if you can see, there are areas that has like the water side, so they will show you where the
oh,
flood
where
was
like
actually
flood prone areas.
affected. And even some of that places too, there's also the island places too as
Oh
well.
yeah, I can see that
So
here
yeah,
too as well. Well, that's
it's crazy. This
interesting.
whole flooding thing. Eh?
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh. That's one of the disadvantages of the rainy season.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying, yeah, I did not know if the floods, like if it was the flood situation that contributed to the no
Like,
light situation until like I think it became clear like by Wednesday that no, this is different. By the way, like for like you guys that are listening here, like more context, we have lights in Ikorodu.
we
Like it's
do.
not a fluke.
Please, hello,
It's not
announcement.
a
We have
fluke.
lights. Thank you.
It's not a fluke at all. We have lights. Like, do you have lights in your place?
Yeah, I do. Like, I was even shocked when you were telling me. But then again, my boyfriend is also experiencing the same thing where he stays.
Okay.
Because he works from home, like, for the most part of the week. So he's like, there's no
We
light.
are,
I'm like, what do you mean there's no light? So I guess it's actually like a
yeah,
general.
remote workers. We are the ones that are
Yeah,
suffering.
yeah,
We're suffering this thing.
sorry.
Like, we're the ones suffering this thing. And like, there has been on Wednesday, it became clear anyway. It became clear that this is not the flood issue. Like, this might actually be
The light
the
thing.
maintenance, like the transmission maintenance thing.
Uh-huh.
So like, for more context, anyway,
Uh-huh.
IKEA this year announced 2 weeks ago that there's going to be a maintenance of the Omotosho Ikeja transmission line. I'm just recently learning that the transmission line, Omotosho Ikeja transmission line that
Uh-huh.
they have been talking about is the power line in quotes that used to pass like across my area. I
Yeah.
never knew that that power line was carrying power from or was carrying power through Lagos to Ondo State.
Yeah. Oh.
I thought it was stopping at like maybe Egmin Power Station or something.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, Omotosho is a place in Ondo State that you will reach over the water. Like
Oh, wow.
all of this Ekpe, Ibejuleki and the rest
Motor side.
leads to Ondo State. So
Oh,
I did not know that, but like I guess I'm learning something today. And then
information.
yeah, information. So yeah, that's what is being maintained, I guess.
Mm.
And yeah, I would just say that we're suffering for it.
Yeah.
And there's no like we used to enjoy between 20 to 24 hours lights
Mhm.
here, and now we have barely 4 hours lights
Yeah.
daily. So
I think ours hasn't changed. I like it to be like maybe, I don't know, between 10 to like 15 hours per day. So
um,
sometimes you have lights mostly at night anyways. So I've not really noticed any change personally, but from what I've heard people around me say, I guess the lighting.
well,
Getting.
that's like I don't know. I'm adjusting anyway. I'm trying to
Mm,
adjust. Like I think I'll just use my laptop more, my phone less
yeah.
because that
How long
one
is even this
it's still
transmission
the
thing?
21st. That's a long
Oh,
time. So I hope they don't like my fear, my biggest fear, like in general, is that they decide that this is the new normal. Like there's nothing that Nigeria cannot do. So
I don't think so because they already said is they've given time. You know, not necessarily they even to give us information before,
well true.
but for them to say this is like, you guys don't worry, it's actually
True.
going to be something
A
that
lot
people.
has changed actually. They are informing us.
Yeah, exactly. But they not said us. They're like,
One of the perks of privatization, I guess.
yeah, I guess true,
Yeah.
true.
So
Okay. So what
that
was the good part?
the good part, well, I don't know, I sort of like the weather too. Like aside like the flood and everything that came with that. Like the weather has been cool like for a long time now. So,
Yeah.
I enjoyed the weather. I also went out in the middle of the week to I went to meet some guys like they want us to work together on something like that's something I'm really excited about.
Oh, something
uh
new. Stay
yeah,
tuned.
stay tuned guys. So but that meeting was really like a refreshing meeting. We talked about
Mhm.
several things from music. They are DJs, by the way. um
Nice.
yeah, I won't mention their name now so that people don't like start
I'll start looking
connecting
for them.
dots.
You guys just hold on, don't worry.
Yeah.
You hear about it.
Yeah, you hear about it. So, but it was a refreshing meeting. Like, I just got to, I went to their house
Mhm.
and, we're just talking, we're talking about stuff. And I was like, yeah, these are the kinds of conversations that I like to have, like
Yeah.
basically about, um, music. And they were giving me insights to their own journey. And then you see that lots of people, like lots of creatives, are really purpose driven. Like
Mhm.
they just have ideas and then they let the ideas, like, flow. Like they are not. I met lots of creatives here, and then they are always hung up on the financials of things, on the marketing of things, on the
How they can make
how
money.
they can make money or how it's going to, like, I'm like, no, you
Well,
shouldn't be, like, maybe you should hire somebody that's going to bother about all of
yeah.
this. Like, when
You
you
just
begin to,
focus.
you
Focus
just
on your own
focus on your own
creativity.
creativity, like focus on, like, making your own art. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't think of all of that. Don't think of all of those, you know, plenty. Like,
Yeah.
you know, these guys, yeah, they're thinking their mindset or where their mind is, like, arts currently
Mhm.
is just creating the music that
Our
our third
third,
host,
our third host.
our third
I don't know if it's
host.
one chicken or there are two, but like
No,
there's.
they're like at least 30 of them.
Are you for real?
Yeah, they're talkies. There's nothing that is not in this
So
environment.
if you guys keep hearing like what sound do they make again? Shall we start if you hear chicken sounds or any
Yeah,
like bird
yeah.
animal, don't worry, they're one of us.
Yeah, they're one of us. They're part of us. They're
Yeah.
part of the pod. I could do to the world. And yeah, it was just really like a great meeting. Like when I was going, when they were like walking me to like the bus stop, I was telling them that, bros, I might, I might suffer dissipation after like today,
Yeah.
because like I feel like this was really good. Like this was like really peak for me to come here and like
It's like that
talk
feeling
to
when
you
you come out of
guys.
the cinema and you're not imagining yourself as the main character. Like I feel brand new. I feel different.
Yeah, like that kind of like euphoric feeling. I just
Yeah.
really liked how the music that they're creating currently,
Hmm.
they want to, their main focus is how to like create the best experience for people that are going to listen to
Yeah,
it.
okay. So do they
And
want to create their own music?
yeah, they
Uh
already created it anyway. So
uh
they're just like, making plans towards its release now.
mm,
But they are playing it, like they're playing it everywhere. Like I said, they're DJs. So
yeah.
it's really good music. It's music that, it's not just like, I don't know, I'm mentioning DJs and you're like, what kind of music will a DJ make? Uh,
Speaking of DJs, my mom is like Klomashi. They don't be playing other people's songs. Like she doesn't know the point of having a DJ. Like just play the mixtape. But I'm like, mommy, they do things we don't really know, but they are DJs. It's a flourishing industry. Don't worry. You don't need to know what they are doing. They got this.
yeah, no, I understand where she's coming from, Sha, but like, yeah, they actually they work with the arts, like
Yeah.
they impute
Exactly. Because
their
they're
own
not doing anything.
creativity
The
from
industry is
something that's
flourishing.
already
Women, men,
created.
everybody, like, they're now carrying DJs overseas. Don't worry. They're not just people songs. They're
True,
doing something.
true,
It's there.
true,
You're feeling the vibes. Enjoy it.
true. Exactly. And then they have like peak music selection.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's meeting. Then I met my friends too. I went to visit my friends. Spent like just the nights. Like then I came back home. What
Hmm.
else happened this week? Hmm.
Oh. You
Yeah,
had so much fun. You don't even know which one.
we released the first episode. We released the first
Yes.
episode. Released the first episode, and you guys,
Yeah.
the reception was
Love
really
was
incredible.
massive. Thanks for the love and care, guys.
Thank you
I was actually
guys.
shocked because yesterday was just going to be like
A
I don't know, like
normal,
just another Saturday, like, oh,
yeah, like
we did this. But then, like, I was just seeing love and I was like, you guys, this is too much. Even my DMs, I was like, people reposting. Like, I did not expect it to be like that. So I was just like
me too,
smiling and geeking. But yeah,
me
thank you guys
too.
so much. And I hope you're actually listening and you're just showing us internet love.
True. Please listen. Let us know what you think too. Like,
Yeah, drop your
that's
comments,
drop a
anything.
comment. Like, send us an email. Like, we would want to hear from. Like, we would love to hear from you. Actually, let us know
Yeah.
what you think. And yeah, that was how my week went. But how did your week go?
One week was just typical. I guess it was just like you basic week, like Just wake up, go to work, come back home. But it wasn't stressful. Like, and to be honest, I actually enjoyed the weather. Because normally I'll like keep my duvet to one side. I used it throughout. I was just feeling myself. Even to wake up in the morning, I was like, oh, this weather, I can't get up from bed. So I didn't sweat so much, no stress. And yeah, my weekend, the episode came out. So yeah, it was really nice. And the whole
Yeah.
flooding thing, because my cousin was in my house, because the whole thing like destroyed their place
Yeah,
basically. So she was
please.
with us like
Wow.
for the most part of the week. I got to do auntie, because she came with her baby. That was
Oh,
nice. But yeah, that was busy. It was a very cool week. I don't think I have like any negative, like stressful thing in the week. But yeah, it was really nice.
okay.
Really, really
That's like a great upgrade from like
from
last
last
week.
week. But then again, I'll give it. What did I give? I think I gave it 7/10 last
You
week,
gave
right?
last week like a 3.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I give it a 3 then because of salary. I give it 5.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You
Okay,
gave it
okay.
a
So this will
5
be a 7. To be a
after.
7. Be a 7. What
Today's
about you?
7.
Yeah.
I'll give mine a. I'll give it a 7 as well.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because I feel like it could have still done better. Like
Is
if
that
there was
a
lights.
downgrade? Was it not 8? I can't even
No,
remember what
mine
you
was
gave for this.
7.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
mine was 7. I
It's
think mine was
still
seven.
on that
Yeah,
level.
yeah, it's on that level.
Okay, okay.
But there's something else I was supposed to be rating actually.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
granola milk and shit. So you guys, I put lava onto granola and yogurt. We didn't have milk, but we had yogurt. So give us your feedback. You said you're going to rate
It was actually like dope. I think granolas, maybe I have had granolas before because like it now tastes like digestive
it.
biscuits. So yeah, there is granola in digestive
Yeah, I
biscuits.
think it has the
And
element of like some of those things shut down make up
oh, is it
granola.
the oats that's in the granolas, or is it granolas that used to make oats? Or
Granola is a mixture of oats, nuts, different things together. So I think they
oh,
use like either like sugar or honey, like kind of not roast. I don't know. I think it's roast. So they put all those things together and then they dry it up. That's what makes granola.
okay,
If
now
you
it
get it
makes.
now, so you can actually make your granola on your own with whatever flavors you want.
Oh,
Like,
I get
yeah.
it
But I
now.
think the main thing is the oats. Or if you don't want to use oats, you might use wheat. I think people use different things,
Different
but the major
things.
one is the oats. But yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it was really tasty. I like the sourness of the yogurt. I don't know how it will taste with milk, but I think it will be tasty equally.
I guess we can't really know because most Nigerians have not. So we are waiting for this creamer that we have. They'll just tell
Do
you, oh,
you?
creamy flavor, so we can't really tell.
Oh Christ! To be honest, like yeah, like we don't have like real milk in
Exactly.
Nigeria. Like
So,
it's just a luxury for most people, and then
yeah.
we all like drink creamers. So yeah.
Oh, and also I miss my flights because my friend David invited me for his wedding in Miami.
Uh uh
It's David, no, not our own David. Because
Oh,
there's this running joke in my office when maybe a celebrity wants to get married. And we're like, oh, and I'm already at the office. Okay, let me call the person getting married. I'll make it in the evening. I can't make it. So when we heard Davido was getting married, we were like, we missed our flight. We'll just call David and tell him that we can't make
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Definitely. So
true,
yeah,
true.
I miss my
You
flight. Sorry.
understand.
Yeah, you'll get now, my
Yes,
guy.
understanding guy.
Yeah.
I mean, other people miss their flights too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so you
But
just like,
yeah, it was even
yeah,
offering to even send us private jet. I was like, baby, don't worry, don't worry, don't
yeah,
worry.
that
We're
would be
cool
too
like that.
much.
Yeah,
That would be
it's
too
too much.
much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Easy and Temi, did you see they had this private wedding yesterday?
For real.
I was happy for them. I even thought they had gotten married since.
Like I would have expected that, but
Right?
maybe
But
they
yeah.
got married in a way anyway. Like people. What kind of marriage did they do?
I think it was a church wedding. It was in I think it was
Okay.
Iceland. So like I think there was somebody
Oh,
just watching from somewhere. So you know that thing where like the guests will like line up at the entrance of the church and then the bride and groom come out with their family. So that
okay.
was when I just said and I was like, oh, I honestly could have thought that they've done this thing since,
This
or maybe they did just maybe sign in registry and
exactly,
maybe they just
exactly.
did
Like
this one
yeah,
now.
me too. I think
But yeah,
so.
I'm so happy for them. So many weddings over the
But
weekend.
the one I actually think had happened before is the Davido's wedding.
Yeah, so okay, so now me too, I don't know what they were doing. Because it's always so funny to me how there's so many ceremonies thinking about like being in Nigeria and you did the court, you did the church, you did the traditional, you can do what any other
Yeah,
type you want to do.
true.
So I know Davido them, they did the traditional one. That's what I know they've done. And some part of me somehow thinks they've done the white things. I don't know why, but I think that maybe it's the white wedding they went to go and do. But then I think they've still not done it because I'm confused. But I shall know that Sha said they went to go and do wedding. I
Oh,
never see any picture. I only
wow.
saw maybe they did a shoot or something and they were at the
That's
club.
crazy.
So honestly don't know. See when Priscilla had to go married, he's like 100 ceremonies, Priscilla Ojo.
Yeah,
So it's
oh
like
yeah,
I guess
true.
that's just like a celebrity. Or it's not a celebrity, it's a Nigerian thing. You just do so many
I think it's a
celebrities.
celebrity thing. It's not in like
The
Nigerians.
extravagant one is a
Yeah,
celebrity thing, like just doing big weddings everywhere.
yeah. But
But yes.
Nigerians like normal average Nigerians, like most of the normal Nigerians, they just really try to do like even
Mm-hmm.
one wedding is fine. Like if it's a court marriage, then they call all their friends
Yeah.
to the
Or they
vicinity
do
of
the
the
three
court.
on the
And
same day.
oh
Have you
yeah,
seen such people? They do everything.
my own take is that people that haven't do the three on the same day are
Mhm.
like doing it like that's an extravagant
Still
that's
right.
extravagant setting
Mhm.
because it's costly. It's costly to do one. Like it's
Yeah.
very expensive. So like you would do three same day.
Same day.
No,
That means
you
you've
have
woken up to
money.
like two to do your makeup. Some people even do
You have money
shoots.
and power.
Do you get?
Yeah, that's like crazy. That's crazy stuff. But yeah, I think these people that we're talking about, like Davido, Mr. Easy, they have more money
Mhm.
than most people because
Yeah.
like they are doing things that they've already done before, I guess. So
Yeah.
they're
So
like,
like,
oh, but let's just really marry again. Like
as
let's
in
do another
let's
marriage.
do this over and over again. I'm
Yeah,
happy for them, Sha.
I'm happy for them. Oh, like congratulations to them and more blessings on their new home.
Oh yeah, so now there's something I actually wanted to tell you about. And this was something I saw on TikTok like 2-3 days ago. There's this lady on TikTok that said she posted a video and the first thing she said was, wait, I wrote it down so that I will see the exact words. She
Okay.
said, I fell in love with my psychiatrist and he knew
Mm.
and he kept me for 4 years until I had the strength to leave. What do you think she's talking about? She said he kept me for 4 years until I had the strength to leave. What's coming to your mind? Imagine a scenario in that kind of thing.
I think that a psychiatrist was her husband.
Mm-hmm.
He kept her for 4 years till she had the strength to leave. Um, no, that part is what is confusing to
Let me
me.
now tell you. This is I don't want to. Okay, let me not be biased because I don't want to say she's crazy or something. But so this lady, her name is. Hello, our podcaster is.
What if like he does not enter the audio?
Oh, okay.
I
Let's leave it.
doubt.
Let's leave
I
it. Let's
doubt.
leave
I
it
think it's
because
going
it's
to
very, it's
enter.
very strong.
It's very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very close.
Okay, so
Bro
this
is like
lady.
bro doesn't want to.
Do you have something to say? I think we should give the chicken a name actually. Even though there are like 100 of them, we'll just give them one name.
One name.
Mm.
What's the name of like a popular chicken that you know?
You know, a popular chicken I know from cow and chicken. His name is Chicken. That's all I know. I didn't know any other popular chicken. I think we don't know any chicken.
Chicken, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
chicken.
chicken.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Short for chicky. No, chicky
No,
is behind. Just chick. Maybe
yeah,
chicken then chicky for short.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, approves. Yeah,
That's the
approves.
yeah.
Nice. Okay, so this lady, her name is Kendra, and she's one of these like people that are very like mental health. What is the word? Savvy. I don't know if that's the right word to use. But
Okay.
she wanted to get on ADHD meds. I really don't know much about these things. So she went
Oh,
to go and look for
okay.
a psychiatrist near her. And she just like found the first one and then she just reached out to the person and he became a psychiatrist. So the first time they met, she actually found him attractive. So she liked him and she said he used to give her compliments and say things like, oh, I like your glasses or I like your shirt and all those kind of things. And she was like, she really liked him, that she had a crush on him because when she's talking, he listens to her. And she got hooked by that. So people are like, but is your psychiatrist, his job is to listen to you. So like, why are you
Literally.
taking it deep? So she's like, oh, some days it will be like cold, some days it will be like odd. So the odd days are maybe when he's complimenting and saying things. And days is cold, he's just like looking down and like taking notes of the things she's saying. So that hot and coldness thing, she said it kind of like hooked her and she was like interested in the guy. She said there was even a time where she was sick and they were like, oh, she had to like stay at home. And she's like, no, she had to go for a psychiatrist appointment. So basically, she also has a therapist that she's also seeing. So she tell her therapist that, oh, she has a crush on a psychiatrist. So a therapist will be like, oh, I think you should tell the psychiatrist about this
Okay.
thing. So there was like a thing where she would tell us our therapist something, and our therapist would be like, I think you should tell the psychiatrist. So she's like, oh, maybe our therapist is like, let tell this guy about your feelings and all those kind of things. So he would not say anything. She would just be like, oh, when he does this, I think he likes me, or I think he's trying to do this. So it's just in her mind that she's imagining this thing. I said, because when I was listening to her, I was like, is she okay? Because she's talking about the things she's doing. She's actually the crazy one.
Yeah.
But then she'll not be like, oh, he said this, so I think he's doing this. Mind you, the appointment is just once a month. So he was a psychiatrist for 4 years, and this meets once a month. So that once a month, it wasn't even physical meeting, no, it was virtual.
Virtual.
So like that was where she was for
No.
and in between that 4 years, she got into a relationship
Oh,
with a guy.
no.
And she was also telling her psychiatrist as
What?
well and a therapist. So she was now telling the psychiatrist about how she was not satisfied in the bedroom in her relationship.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, he didn't respond. And she took his lack of response as like he was just trying to shut down his own emotions about how he felt about her. And she was like giving him more details, thinking that, oh, he will be more interested about this relationship. And so sometimes she would talk and go too far, and then he would tell her like, this is beyond, like, this is not ethical to say things like this. This is beyond my jurisdiction as your psychiatrist. So she now said that what he was doing, because mind you, he has not said anything. She's just saying that she feels that he's doing this. So she would now say, oh, that she feels like he would let her, open up, get to the point where it now becomes unethical and tell her to like draw back. And so she said that she liked that back and forth, that she was liking that she was falling in love with that psychiatrist. Another thing somebody pointed out was that she wears contacts. So maybe there was one day she was at home and she just wore her glasses. So he complimented her glasses. One time I was like, oh, he likes that glasses. So she intentionally wore that glasses to do that video that she did to get his attention, hoping that he was actually going to see this thing. But it was so funny because she also said something about how she felt she was getting special treatment because sometimes their session will run over maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and she felt like, oh, this is beyond normal. This is a special thing.
He knew that you were very, very unstable.
So the thing is, people are saying the reason why he was listening to her and letting her talk, or the reason why a therapist was actually saying, go and meet your psychiatrist, because therapist is just there to like help you to balance it. But then your psychiatrist is the one giving you meds and all those things. Like, oh, if you are thinking like this, talk to the person that is meant to prescribe something for you.
Yeah.
But she was thinking like, oh, a therapist just wanted her to, talk to him on a personal level. So now people are like, something is actually wrong with this girl, because she's starting to make it seem like the guy is the one that drew her in. And it's like people are saying, he kept you for 4 years, you're paying him, will you tell him to stop coming? Of course he wants you to come. And he's just looking at you like, if he should leave you're going through your own mental problems, let him be helping you with your meds.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just crazy. I just wanted to hear your own take on how you feel about
it. So first of all, like when you mentioned both psychiatrist and therapist, I had to look it up and see that person could actually have both a psychiatrist and a therapist. So that's like, interesting information for me.
I know, right?
So I don't know I personally believe that she is a lunaticus. Like, yeah, she has formed a relationship in her own mind.
In her own mind.
And then she's just, thinking for the guy and whatever. And then the guy is doing like his job, but he's also like basically looking at the boundaries and saying, oh, is this like beyond the boundaries or is this not beyond? But he wants to make his patients feel good, comfortable too, like and then I guess they have to talk for him to be able to diagnose and say, oh, this is what is wrong, like prescribe medication. Also, therapists might actually be a problem too, because you are seeing what this person is telling you, you're pushing her back to. So like that's like, but like it's interesting. So it's interesting that there are people that I don't know if I don't know. I'm not like qualified, but I think like it's a form of narcissism.
Yeah.
That where you think that you are like the center, like you are the main character in like many situations. Meanwhile, like that's your psychologist, I'm sorry, psychiatrist,
Psychiatrist.
your psychiatrist, yeah. The psychiatrist has other patients. He has maybe his own life. He has
Mm-hmm.
friends. He has like family. He has he has bills to pay. He has things
Mm-hmm.
that he's thinking about. Like not you, not
Like
you. For
yes.
like for him, you are someone that has like a problem that he's trying to solve. But I mean, what am I saying? Like, how would I get somebody that has this problem to
Yeah.
understand this right now? Like in her head, she's just like, come on, he loves me and he kept me
There's
for four
there's
years.
nothing from the moment where she felt like oh it was attractive, and then the fact that he just sits down and listens to her, she's like, oh my god, this person. Mind you, she's actually a what did she say she is? She's an ADHD coach herself. So she actually
Herself.
helps people. So that's where another dynamic comes in. Because the guy also knows that she's also an is he ADHD coach? Abi an Sha, she be
Yeah.
ADHD coach as well. So she said that she actually met somebody and the person was talking about how he fell in love with his client and they gave it a term. I can't remember what it is, but you know what this now they'll say, oh, this is what it is, this is what it
Yeah,
means.
yeah.
So she went back to her psychiatrist and told him, and she's like, oh, that when she mentioned it, his eyes lit up and was like, oh, there's also something. It was she trying to like engage the
Yeah, I
conversation
was
because she
trying to
knew that
indicate.
she's
I
also like
guess.
somebody in the mental health space as well. I was trying to tell
Yeah.
her, like, oh, she needs to be very careful about like how she also handles relationship with her clients. And then she now said she felt like him saying that it was projecting how he himself should be careful about how he relates to his clients. I say, ah. And it's not as if maybe somebody said no. Now she did like a 20 something part series on TikTok explaining this whole thing. And I'm just
No,
like,
that's insane.
this person is not mentally okay.
That's insane. And like
Yeah,
you think that people like this are rare, but like they are not.
they're not
They are not
real.
rare.
Maybe
Like
because
they
that she's
are.
speaking up. You know, many people that
Yeah,
they're
people
just
just
holding
like
things in their
you're
minds.
just live in their heads and they're like, "Hmm, yeah, this is what's happening right now. And then no, that's not what's happening.
That's
Like you are
not.
just doing it in your own head, and people have other lives that they're living, and they, you know, would attend to that before
Hmm.
even thinking about you. But I
Yeah.
guess, I guess it takes something to actually like find out
Hmm.
that you're fooling yourself. So.
Yeah. Don't worry. And it's funny because she's spending so much money trying to get help, and she's not like they're telling her one thing, and she's like, "You're saying this, but I feel
Uh,
you're
uh,
feeling this."
yeah, another thing is ADHD. I know that like ADHD like operates on a spectrum,
Hmm.
but I'm not sure that ADHD is something that would lead to like an illness like this.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I think she's suffering from something else, like something else that
Yeah.
maybe she has been diagnosed with, but she's not like sharing with
Yeah.
the public or something. But that's interesting. I learned something today actually that okay, so I'm wondering now why can't like the two this
A therapist and
the
psychiatrist,
therapist and
right?
psychiatrist, like why can't they be in communication as well? Because
I
like
have no idea.
that would actually like really help
That helped her.
help patients, you know, having a psychiatrist in one place and having like a therapist in one place and making the patient the channel between the
Be the
two.
patient herself.
Like no, that doesn't really
True.
that
I
doesn't
guess
really make
that's
sense.
actually like a big problem. And I don't know if they
Yeah.
were in contact, but from what I heard, there wasn't. There was a. It was just her saying, "Oh, go and tell your
No,
psychiatrist, or
that's
tell your
crazy.
therapist." It was even funny because there was a part where they said, where she herself said the things she was feeling for for our psychiatrist, she went to go and be asking ChatGPT. And you know the funny thing is, she now named her ChatGPT Henry. So when she tells she's not I was saying that when she now tells her psychiatrist and she's like, oh, Henry said this, Henry said that. So Henry will be like, oh, what you're feeling is called with the title. And she's like, oh, it actually exists and all those kind of things.
No
And people are like,
way.
this girl is no okay. And she's the one saying it herself. And I'm sure in her mind, she's like, oh, people are going to say my psychiatrist lured me in.
I'm glad you mentioned this AI thing. I'm sorry if you're listening and then you talk to your AI of like whatever AI you use.
Yeah.
I think you should stop. I think you should stop doing that like yesterday.
I have examples like because your AI would actually like, especially when you're using ChatGPT, it will not necessarily tell you, advise you against. what you said. It will be
Okay.
like trying to,
Exactly.
tell you, oh, you're in the bright, you're in the this.
Yeah.
So if you use the AI to solve any problem, you're on your own. No.
I think you'll be forming a narcissistic version of yourself.
Yeah.
Like you would be
God bless you.
you
That's
would be yeah, you'll just be in like a very you'll be in a danger zone mentally. Like I
mhm.
don't think people should be talking to their AIs
Yeah.
today, tomorrow, even if they improve it in the next 5 years.
Mhm.
So there's a book, or there are two books I have read in
Yeah.
recent times. Um, one of it is In the Swamp by Byung Chul Han, and the other one is The Agony of Eros. I just finished that this morning,
Make it
actually.
right time, make it right time. What did you call it again?
The Agony, I could send it to you. The
Okay,
Agony
okay,
of
okay.
Eros by Byung Chul Han.
Mhm.
In the Swamp talks about, it mostly talks about the digital age
Mhm.
and, how we've come to operate as human beings in the digital age
Mhm.
and the future. And it talks a lot about social media. People are living the era of the old media,
Okay.
and then we're now erasing this whole communication model where there is like this, it's a up down communication model. Like,
Mhm.
you listen to radio and they're up there, and then they tell you information, and then you absorb it, and then before getting information back to them, it like takes time. So like you're not even really like talking back.
There's no like a what's the word? It's like not like a dialogue, it's a one way
Yeah,
dialogue.
it's not there's these things we did it in school, but like I've forgotten the terms that.
English is hard, you guys.
Yeah, so we've transcended that mode of communication.
Mhm.
He also talks about how we, because of social media, we are eliminating the gaze of the other. The
Mm.
other is supposed to be like something else. Like, for example, as we are talking this way
Yeah.
now, you are looking at me with the idea that I am looking back at you, and
Yeah.
I'm not looking at you in a disrespectful way or manner. But when I post a picture and I put it online, yeah,
Mhm.
people can look at me without any idea that I am looking back at them. And then it
Mm.
sort of dissolves my personality in a way. And then they look at me when they look at me, they're not really like looking at me in a specific way. They're looking at me with some attributes of themselves that they've like attributed to that photograph of
Yeah.
me that they're looking at.
That
And
actually makes so much sense. Continue.
and the book is just a really short book. Like,
Mhm.
the reason I read it for a long time is because it's like a hectic read. It's very much like psychological,
Mhm.
and no, it's very much philosophical. Sorry, I keep mixing up these things. They're like the same P words.
Oh my god, I do it too.
It's very much philosophical, so it's like a exit grade for me.
Mhm.
But I read it, like I completed it till the end, and I feel like the book mentioned AI. Like, this book was written in what, like maybe 2014, but
Yeah.
as at that time, the way it described like artificial intelligence and like data collection, it says that we should, like, now, right now, there are not going to be models like for predictions. Like, for prediction, like they're not going to say, oh, this person does this, then maybe this person is going to do this. No,
Mm.
we are generously feeding data banks, like, with our information, like with information about ourselves. Like, people say they do not care, like they don't care about anything. Like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I would use this app anyway, even if they're taking my
They say I
data.
want to ask back how much is there. They'll be
Yeah.
saying things like that.
Um, I don't know. For people that are like maybe 20, in their 20s, in their 30s,
Mhm.
towards the ends, like when they grow older, like in the next 20 years, there's going to be a reality where you will understand what people are like raising alarms about now, where these big companies can predict your next move
Mm.
because they have stored enough data that they can use to, predict that. Like, that's
Yeah.
what all this whole data buzz is about. Data is being collected
People
in,
say your data, they use your data to make
yeah,
decisions. I even heard recently that the CEO of ChatGPT said that your search history or whatever you find can be used against you in court. Nothing's even private again.
plus to my point right now.
Yeah.
Like, your child, like him saying it to be used in courts is just him not even saying other things that it to be used for. It to be
Yeah.
sold to
I
companies.
see.
It to be sold to companies. Like you would think of something and you open your phone and see it
Mhm.
because just from a few things that you've done, a
It's like a pattern.
yeah, like the pattern, an artificial intelligence
Mhm.
model is going to be used to predict that this is what this person is going to do,
Mhm.
and truthfully, that's what you're going to do. There is already the surveillance states, which the book talks about as
Mhm.
well, which is like there are cameras everywhere.
Mhm.
There's the camera on your laptop, on your phone, glasses, security cameras, your TVs. I get TVs have cameras. I don't know, but like everything has like a camera.
Anything, yeah, exactly.
Everything. Your cars have cameras.
Yeah.
So like, and cameras are different from the human eye. And like human eye can see something and then can transcend that vision.
Mhm.
However, the camera can freeze that vision and zoom in
Mm.
much that, and this is like where it gets scary.
Yeah.
If a camera takes a video of something or of someone and then the person is like telling a lie, camera can maybe zoom in into something as minuscule as maybe their pulse
Yeah.
on
But the way your
their
eye twitches when you lie, it's like
and then
this
they're
person
like,
is
this person
lying.
is lying.
Yeah.
That is our new reality. Like
Finished.
so I just feel like people should retain as much of themselves as they can. Yeah,
Yeah.
the last chapter of In the Swarm talks about the digital panopticon and how it's like before
Mm.
people used to feel like, I think there was like this book that described the panopticon as like a prison, like people are in
Yeah.
prison, but they're like right now in the new digital age, people are like in that same prison, but they feel freedom. We are no more being
Mm.
exploited by other people. No, we are
Yeah.
exploiting our own selves. Like
There's no
we
need to look beyond the prison that you're in. It's like, oh, well,
yeah,
okay,
exactly. Like you are fine there, you
yeah.
can do whatever you want to do from there, but like
Yeah.
it's actually like shields you from whatever else, and
Yeah.
you are just going to be forced to consume and consume and
Mm.
consume while people make however billions
Billions
that
off of you.
they want to make. So um I think that's something that people should really think about, like when they decide that they would be telling their AI, which is like they are even talking directly to the devil,
Don't give her a
basically.
name, safe. Like,
Henry, like, no, that's like crazy. It's crazy. People shouldn't talk to their AI. And there have been cases. There have been cases of the young boy. I heard one case of a young boy who was talking to an AI
mhm.
chatbot, and then the chatbot encouraged him to kill himself, and he did. Did you
Oh
hear
my
that
god.
story?
I know. I thought you were talking about something else because there's actually one I heard about the guy that was trying to prepare for his first day of school and like asked his AI, and then the AI initiated a conversation on its own. With you have to prompt it. The thing
Yeah.
does like message him. I was like, oh, just checking something like along that line of how was your first day of school? And I was like, are you talking to me? Like I was not talking to you. But like things are actually happening. But that's
Yeah.
crazy. But yes, like once you give AI information, like it's not going to tell you, oh, don't do this. It's going to definitely indulge whatever you're saying.
Yeah, it's
So
going
I
to.
using it to talk about how she feels about our psychiatrist is definitely going to engage her, encourage her,
Yeah.
like, yes, you are my dear, you are correct.
And
He loves you.
let me say more. Let me just say this bit about AI that makes it like maybe more scary, and maybe people should like think more about it.
Yeah.
No one knows how the neural network works. Like even the people that created it, they know that they created something.
Yeah.
They know that, oh, this is how we should. Okay, they know how to train it. They know that it generates something. If
Yeah.
they don't like it, they will tell it they don't like it, then it generates something else. Like
Mm-hmm.
that correction method is how they
Making it more powerful.
make it, yeah, make it more powerful, make it more efficient.
Yeah.
However, how does it arrive at the decision that it arrives? Nobody knows. So
Nobody
yeah,
knows.
I think I think we should think about that a little bit
Yeah.
while we use like this.
Let's even try to even limit to talk to people. You say think.
Yeah, like
Everything
yeah.
you'll be asking you this thing. Kilo day.
Yeah, like yeah,
Just Google.
think. Think,
Don't go in that
think
direction.
like we're becoming zombies. We're
Yeah.
like letting our brains just rot, like not doing anything with our. Nobody wants to use it. Nobody wants to dip things. Like
Yeah.
people are like, don't dip it. Like that's one of the most annoying things I've heard like in
Mm-hmm.
recent times. Like, no, don't dip it. Like, no, let's think. Let's go back to thinking. Like, can we all go back to using our brains to
Mm-hmm.
think about stuff?
And
Like,
some
can
people cannot
we
even tell the difference between AI and reality anymore. It's crazy.
see the this just reminded me of one funny that happened this week. This one was not even like I don't know what video, yeah, but my aunt,
Mm-hmm.
she just called me in the middle of the day, like which was weird. She would call me in the evenings. Like she would just call me. She would not even like answer any questions I'm asking her. She would just call me and tell me, "Oh, how are you? How are you doing? Oh, don't make trouble with anyone. Oh, okay. Oh, bye bye."
Hey,
I like,
goodbye. Oh.
yeah, hey, that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And she called me. She's like, "How are you? How are your siblings?" That they said there's one number
Hmm.
plus 66699.
Auntie.
If they say if you pick it, that your enemy will die. I say,
Ah,
please.
would have
There
been.
is I was telling her that there is no way a phone call can kill
Kill
anybody
somebody.
in this life. She said, that she saw a video that is this now I should tell my siblings that they should not pick any number like that
Mm-hmm.
that please that God will protect us. She was already agitated, like she was scared
Mm-hmm.
just from a WhatsApp BC that
Yeah.
she saw. And that is like something that I don't know what the video looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could even just be like maybe two videos that are joined together, or
Yeah.
something like, and then she would believe that. Now imagine how the elections will be.
Mm.
Like imagine what they will do with AI in the elections.
That
Like
time, they said they want to now approve
the
prisoners to start voting.
yeah, I saw
They're about to see some madness. By the way, you guys, please, if you've not gotten your voters card, I beg. They also start registration again. I think they said
okay.
in either 18th or 19th of August. But
Please, oh
please,
guys, get
not
your
register
voters card.
because
Oh.
obviously you might be like, oh, they're still going to rig it, but let's just still try.
No.
Don't just put your mind to that.
Yes.
Let's actually put in the work ourselves. Because if
Yes.
you don't put in the work, it makes it easier for them.
And beyond putting in the work, like getting our voters card individually, I think we should put in more community work. We should put in more work in our communities. I think that the very fact that our communities are divided along very, unnecessary lines, the tribal lines, the religious lines. That's what they used to divide our communities. And then the only real line is the line against the 1%. That's the line. It's us versus them. All of us collectively, all the tribes, all religions, versus the people at the top, the billionaires and the politicians.
It's so crazy what happened in Lagos this last election. Like I was shocked.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, people want someone else. They wanted the guy from Labour Party. And then maybe like a week or two, they were like, oh, the guy is Igbo. So I'm like, okay, if it's so what? It's like, oh, God forbid they cannot allow Igbo person to rule in Lagos. I'm like, you guys, so we've already moved past this. Like, and those are the things they will actually use to divide us, no matter what. They already had their plans to do whatever they want to do, but they just use that thing. And people were just switching last minute. I was like, what the hell?
I don't. To today, I still don't understand why that happened. Actually, I do, but I feel like the explanation that it gives to that is like really too simple for it to be like a thing. And I will say yes, it's simplicity, like stupidity. Stupidity means
his name is Gbadebo.
Yeah, his name is Gbadebo. His name is Gbadebo Vivo Roads. Yeah. But I think that it's still that stupidity. Stupidity is like basically somebody being simple, like seeing stuff like, oh, black and then white. If it's not this one, then it has to be the other one.
Side.
Yeah. And the politicians who know better, the rich people who know better, banked on that. Like they capitalized on that. They felt like this is the only way that we could, change the tide, because people still struggle with someone who lose legitimacy.
Yeah.
Like this guy came from nowhere and then, he was put over, they was put in charge of stuff like, over Ambode, exactly, like it was put over
But
Ambode.
did you hear that Ambode wear waist trainer? That's just a weird thing to my mind, but I used to see it and I'm like, anyways, let's move on.
No, why would you say
I saw my
that?
head and I saw a picture that looked like he was wearing it. Anyway, that's what comes when
Man.
I think of him. I'm so sorry. I'm sure he knows of this, but that waist trainer has not left my mind. So, sorry.
Please. But yeah, I don't know where someone came from. Yeah, but people just wanted to challenge that, illegitimacy, and then um the way October 2020, just happened, and
Mm-hmm.
the way he handled it,
Yeah.
that was just a shit way to handle that as a
Very
governor.
shit.
So had no balls, had no integrity.
And he even joined the protest. You know, see him now.
Yeah, he joined the protest at first, like initially.
Initially,
He
yeah.
joined the protest initially, and then what happened on the 20th
20,
happened.
yeah, 2010.
However, he just really had no balls. If it was a very strong governor,
Mm-hmm.
he would have, pointed or hinted at who did that. Like everyone knows who did that. Everyone that
Yeah.
has like a brain in Nigeria knows who gave that order. And we would have said that this was the guy that gave the order.
Yeah.
He's dead now, by the way. Like, shout out to him wherever he
May
is.
he rest, full stop. He wants to
Let
rest.
him
That's on
rest.
him.
Let him rest. But like, someone who had no balls to protect he's the chief security officer of his state. He had no
Yeah.
balls to protect his citizens. He had no dignity to even like give.
No dignity. He's a
give
baby
the
boy,
people-
true and true.
Yeah, exactly. Like he had no dignity to give the victims, like like to address the situation
Yeah.
properly. Harass people who were going to protest at that place for the
Yeah.
longest. And let's be honest, the revenue of Lagos State is being like underutilized and maybe even being stolen. Like
Mhm.
this place should be better than it is currently. So
Like one.
I feel, I don't know, I just don't personally. I wanted there to be a chance, like even if it was a fair chance. Let's say his people, he had supporters, like
Did
despite Gadebo,
Yeah.
so all
Yeah.
other people that were riding for him too. Like
Yeah, exactly. See, because
So-
it was even a thing where I was like, okay, maybe like a 50-50 thing. But
exactly,
then again, like,
just
like-
coming blatantly to chase people, beat people.
Yeah.
No, that's like wrong. And then, well, now he has spent his whole 8 years there, but like let's
after all
see.
this press stuff,
Let's see.
church, he was
Yeah.
making me. Then if you, I don't know, maybe if you Google like someone, you see pictures of him like in a salon braiding hair when the market selling things. I'm just like, bro, like, yeah, the most.
And yeah, that's one thing for me. Like one thing that makes it funny for me is how campaign has already started. We're in 25, guys.
He said it last
We-
year. Oh.
We have not even gotten like we're in 25 or in 2025. This is in 2027,
Seven.
and you guys are already campaigning. Like
No, I'm on
the,
you.
the power lines are being drawn. Like we were talking
Yeah.
about power lines earlier, but like this is another type of
Literally, again.
like power line. Like the power lines are like being drawn. Like they are there's a coalition on one end,
Yeah.
and there's like the ruling party on the other end. I don't know that coalition. Like me, I have problem with the coalition. So my
At the end
own
of the day,
problem.
the way I see it is all of them are the same people. Let's not lie.
All of them are the same people. I asked myself a question. So like I asked myself a question. Like when I supported Peter Obi in the last election,
Yeah.
and when he sent or he posted that birthday message to go on,
Mm-hmm.
I was stressed.
Bro, what are you doing?
I was stressed, and I asked myself this question, like it's hypothetical. I asked myself if he would have done differently if he was, say, governor
Mm-hmm.
of Lagos when October 2020 happened.
Happened.
Like, if he was governor, if let's say it was a different party,
Mm-hmm.
would he have pointed his finger at like the
Mm.
presidency and said they're the ones that did it?
Yeah.
Like, I just really wonder, like, that's hypothetical like question.
Yeah.
Like, would he have, like, he seems like a empathetic person. He seems like an empathetic individual. He seems like
Yeah.
someone that understands the pain points of like the people. But like that's literally a politician's job. When it
Mhm.
comes to administration and the work,
Yeah.
I feel like many politicians would now stop politicking with the populace and now start politicking with the billionaires,
Yeah.
with their fellow
Or their fellow
politicians,
politicians.
like
Yeah.
with the leaders and the stakeholders. Like they would
Mm.
forget what we want and start doing
And
what
start
those people
doing,
want.
yeah.
Like they would appeal to the status quo.
Mhm.
Because really, if you had shut up and not wished to go on, yeah, or if you had sent him a card, like all
Those
of
people
that,
just send him
yeah,
apart his house.
yeah,
We will not know. We will not know.
coming to tell us on social media that is a respected statesman. Like, bro, things have really changed. Like some of us
Mm.
really know our history.
Yeah.
Like we know what that guy did. We
Yeah.
understand our history to that extent. So we're not really going to sit here and like watch you whitewash him.
Yeah.
And it's just really like interesting for me to watch now that he's in
Yeah.
a coalition with people that I personally feel
They
that
were no even
they should
what's his name? Ibrahim Babangida he launched a book recently or so. All of them were they were buying the
unreadable.
books in millions.
It's a totally unreadable book. They're just doing that to like I don't know, kiss his ass or something.
Yeah.
It's unreadable. You shouldn't read it. Like don't.
My boss bought a copy and we've not been able to read it. So boring. We don't know where to start from.
It's totally unreadable. Like I went through a few pages and I was like, this is nonsense. Don't do that. They're all dying now and they're trying to like
Yeah.
change
To
like
make them
revise
to
their
make them
history. Like
saints.
yeah, like no, let them remain who they are. We know who you are. Like remain there. Keep being the bad boy that you are.
Even the
Like
bad boy that you are. Your full chest.
your foot chest. Like yeah, then you're saying you're a soldier. You are tough. You are this.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Remain.
yourself.
This I go pity say you don't hold. Continue.
Continue doing it. So
But yeah.
I personally I think I don't know if it's too early or maybe whether it's too early or I just feel like frustrated at the type of politics that is being played. One, it's 2025,
Yeah.
but it looks like it's the same ball game
Yeah.
again that is about to be played.
Yeah.
You guys are going to what do a whole thing, you make your own
Share
noise about
not even bag of rice, drink of rice for
they,
people and matches.
they will do that. Like I'm even talking about the way that they engage the people.
Oh yeah.
It hasn't changed, and then so much has changed. Like in the media space,
True.
they would just have like a large markup to be spent on the campaigns, and then it's not going to be effective.
Yeah.
I think mostly while we're getting our voters card,
Yeah.
we should also like begin more community engagement. Let's begin to talk to our communities. Let's begin to have conversations within our
People,
communities,
yeah.
like with people. Let's begin
Because
to.
when people don't know their rights or know
They
what's-
don't know.
they don't know
They
their-
don't know jack shit. I mean,
They-
to be honest, to most of them, they are living they're living under a monarchy
yeah.
where the president is the king.
Like you guys is democracy.
It's democracy.
Like, I know yeah. They don't know
It's
what
democracy. They feel like the president is the king,
Yeah.
and then if the president wants to select his own chiefs, like a governor, for example, like
Yeah.
what they did in Edo State, for example, allegedly, that's okay for these people. And then there needs to be a reorientation. Like someone needs to do that. The
That
government is not going to do
godfatherism has
that.
to die.
It needs to die. It needs to die a very terrible death, so that everyone
Yeah.
sees that it's a bad thing to happen to our democracy if we want to have one at all.
Yeah.
And here is my fear. My fear is that if we give this ruling party another go, and we give them another go, we just have one party,
Yeah.
and that's like just terrible for our freedom as a people.
Personally, I just feel like this whole thing of all politicians being the same. If they actually allow the people to actually make the decisions themselves, like, okay, it's when I use my hand to vote for this person now, this 4 years. Now I experience something, but okay, I want another person. You don't decide for me. Let me be the one to be choosing my own devil by myself. But the fact that they keep choosing for us is not like, people are not getting this point of this democracy. People are now doing power of, oh, I'm the next person, or
Yeah,
this person is the person that will decide who is the
yeah.
governor, who is
Who's
the
the
president. Like,
governor?
let us decide. Then if I say, oh, now me use my hand, pick my own devil. I'm like, okay, next year, next 4 years, I want the same devil. I want another devil. Let people's votes actually count. Let it actually mean something. All of you are devil together. Give each
And
other turns.
exactly, like that is like really really important, because
Mm-hmm.
I think we live in a diverse society, especially here in Nigeria. Like,
True.
we are not the same people.
Yeah.
In Lagos, for example, there are several like tribes that come together to live in a place like Lagos.
Mhm.
Even everywhere you go to, like most places you go to around Nigeria, at least you see someone from another place there. So there should be diversity as well in public administration. Like, there
Yeah.
should be like people that come around to understand and
Yeah.
cater to the needs of other people that would otherwise be neglected if there's just like this um is it homogeneous, like there's just this one type of leadership
Yes.
throughout like a period of time. Like, those people will be neglected. Like, we need diversity in our
Yeah.
leadership
So
as
that
well. And it's if we're not practicing real democracy, we will not get diversity. We'll get whoever Oga says, like whoever the kingmaker says. And
whoever is it. Oh, by the way, did you see that Goodluck Jonathan wants to run for president again? I
that
don't
was
know
not
if
a
it's real.
joke.
I don't know, because that video was
I
like
thought that was a
sarcasm.
joke.
But it
Oh.
was his Instagram. I don't know what to believe. I really thought, because initially I was like,
That
this
was
is
not a
funny.
joke.
Then I clicked and I saw it was actually his Instagram. So I'm like, I don't know what they are doing.
What party
here.
is he running under?
It has to be his former party, I guess. Same PDP. But
That's
like, that's
insane.
actually crazy. I'll have to check again. But I was surprised.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yes, reality is setting in, Sha. It's almost time again.
It's almost time again. But please, let's get our voters card and let's.
Is his account? I mean,
No,
even the
yes,
song
I-
on that Game Changer by Flavor.
The picture, like
The
way.
picture, everything.
I beg.
People in the comments are like, I don't understand again. What's happening?
I don't know. I think it's because we've been through like Boo Boo and
Emiloko.
Emiloko. So people have had like really really bad. You were not really model like that, my guy.
Actually, like, I feel like when I like, oh, it was a thing of people are like, oh, they don't want glue block. They're like, this guy that is after him is actually worse. We wish we just managed him.
Exactly. So like maybe he has
Eh.
let all of that get to his head. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
let's enter his head.
you
Like,
are not like the model guy like that. Like,
oh, serious. That,
you-
that post
you
that big.
like, who is running these things for these people?
I
Like,
don't
who is
get-
running their
The guy
Their
was gonna
media.
go and put one Gen Z on their account.
please,
They just do
please,
something to get people's attention.
please. I beg these guys. I beg all the available pardons.
Everybody will be fine.
But yeah, I don't know. I think, or I believe that this this next elections, they're going to be interesting. They're going to be
Yeah.
interesting because of misinformation.
Mhm.
Many things that you've not even thought of, they will bring it.
So bring it
They'll bring it up. Like, they are going to say so many things about so many people, and then people are just going to really get numb. And they're going to get numb to all the information. Like, the information is
Yeah.
going to be like, there will be information overload, and
Exactly.
we'll just make whatever decision that we want to make. That's if we're even given the chance to make decision.
Options.
I hope Ikorodu itself like fares better in this next elections, because the last elections were very disappointing.
Yeah.
The tribalistic attacks, they happened here, like they
It's
happened very well
crazy.
here.
No,
And
no.
people from other tribes, or people, not even people that looked like they were from other tribes, were
just
not
by
allowed.
appearance.
Yeah,
too.
we're not allowed to vote.
Yeah.
I think it's like an embarrassment on the people that
Mhm.
did, like, now you see those. It's just too funny. It's funny what, like, how divided that election made us as a people.
Mhm.
Like, I might have been blind because I'm not Yoruba or Igbo. I might have been blind to that, division between
Yeah.
those two tribes before, because like yeah, it was there, was simmering like under like the surface.
Yeah,
But
me too. I feel like I was also blind.
yeah, but that election, like post that election, it's there, it's vivid. Like people, I have removed them from my timeline, like on Twitter, but people log on every day and see at least one bigot tweeting one thing, like being
Wow.
very
I was shocked. I unfollowed people
vile.
too. That time, I'll just see things. I'm like, hey, you too, unfollow.
I will just mute you and mute your page, and
I
with time, I'm
unfollow.
not seeing any of that stuff. So
Yeah.
again, okay, yeah, this is what I want to mention. I want to mention that the algorithm sees you like looking through stuff like that and believes that you like seeing stuff like that, and they give you more
What you
of
want
that
to see.
content,
What they think you want to
what
see.
they think you want to see. So if you are listening and you keep seeing like tribalism content and you feel like people of other tribes like really really hate you, like yeah, there are some bigots amongst them, and maybe the bias is like widely spread too, because
Yeah.
we have a long history as a nation that um education has not come to trump, like real education and exposure.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
No matter your exposure, some people it's just in their mind. That's who they are.
yeah,
I
but
didn't believe that thing would even work for this Labour Party stuff when they were like, "Oh, it's more music," but I'm like,
well,
and it was very effective. I'm like,
it's the communication that the trigger is the thing, like
yeah,
people, they triggered it, like the bias was already there, but they just had to like activate it,
yeah,
and people are like, oh, they're going to act on it now, like. So I feel that people that see those things on their timeline
yeah,
should begin to remove it, like they should begin to like
yeah.
click it's irrelevant, and they should remove it from their mind space, because yeah, we all have biases, like every human being has
Every
biases,
man
but
does, yeah.
your bias can be weaponized against you, and we should think more of it in the fact that right now it's being made a structural thing, and they're
Yeah,
using your support to do it. Like tribalism used to be at the bias level, but now it's being made structural.
yeah,
Like it has been tried to be made structural like over time,
yes,
with the way some parts of Nigeria said no, not on their in their lifetime would an Igbo person be president. Some
right.
parts of, yeah, so that's a that makes a structural issue. Like they're trying to like input it in structure that there will be no Igbo
People,
president.
yeah,
However, they could make it worse if we continue to lend our support to that. And there are other things that we should be lending our support to. Do you see Raye? I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. The NYSC.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
yes, I saw. Oh my god, that girl. I'm just like, why did they waste that time?
they didn't give her a certificate, and everyone is moving on, including NYSC
Yeah,
corpers who have
because
now collected their certificates, and so many things. They increased
allowance.
your
All of you people
allowance.
are beneficiaries
All
of
of
this
you are
thing.
beneficiaries of someone being like, I'm not going to keep quiet, and then they benefited from that. I feel like if we were not all individualistic, like if we had the idea of, or the sense of community,
Yeah.
which was the essence of you doing NYSC, by the way, I will
First
remind you.
They don't forget. Remind them.
Reason for you doing NYSC is so that go to a place where you bond with other people,
Exactly.
like the other Nigerians like you. So you did that, and you learned nothing if you are not going to stand up for Raye right now. I
Exactly.
think
I just like, oh,
I
I'm already
think
my own. Let me be going.
I think we can do. One thing I want to, my idea of like civil disobedience in Nigeria is shifts. Like, would someone should create an app? 3 hours, 3 hours of my day, I'm going to protest. You just give me my own slots. When I'm done, there are people that are
Another
coming.
another person will clock in.
People that are coming to clock in. So at least at that protest ground, one, we will not be tired. Nobody's going to be tired of, oh yeah, I'm tired, I can't come out.
Yeah.
No, you can come out
taking
every
turns.
day. We're taking turns. Secondly, they will be tired.
You'll be tired.
They themselves will be tired,
Yeah.
because it's only them and it's us against them. And then we outnumber these people like 20 to 1 is even like I'm underestimating what we
Yeah.
can do. You
Mm-hmm.
get, people should stand up for I like
They
I they
should.
should like
I even know
I
about
don't know
those
if
politicians that helped at that time. They can even like because I didn't even know. They
I
did not issue a
they,
certificate from up.
they should immediately she put that out. People should
Mm-hmm.
have been out already on the streets in the secretariat.
Yeah.
Give her a
Even that
certificate
day itself.
that same
That's
day.
the people would have been like, no,
No,
give
give
her our
us give her
certificate.
certificates like that
But I
same
guess it's
day.
just the fear to share.
There
Because
is there yeah, the fear should go by now. Like I think we
mm-hmm.
should look our fears in the eye. Like what are
Yeah.
we living for if
Mm-hmm.
we are going to just be oppressed and oppressed?
Mm.
I'm saying this because people might not have a problem with it. Like people might not have a problem with like the like we're adjusting to it. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
back against the wall instead of fighting what is pushing us. We're like fighting the wall. Like
Fighting the
shifts
world.
now, shifts back to let me have some space.
Mm.
It's going to reduce our quality of life. Like we are going to have like less freedom in other like more ways than we can even account for. I
Mm-hmm.
think we should always push back at the things that's pushing us.
Yeah.
Like push back. They can't push you. They are not that powerful to push you if you don't make yourself weak by
Mm-hmm.
not
You
being
stand
in
strong. Let
tune.
them fear you, safe.
Stand strong, stand with your community. That's how we stand
Yeah.
strong. Like, rally around people around you. Like
Yeah. So I think
rally.
that was that Riot, the Riot. I don't know if I'm saying her name correctly, but I think the
Yeah.
thing is that she saw like an NIC people as like a community, like, oh, let me fight for these guys, but they didn't see that in her
Okay,
as well.
I will be honest. Maybe she didn't eventually like see like it in a community like way like before she
Maybe it
started
was a
fighting like
personal
where it was
personal
like a
fight.
personal fight too.
Yeah.
But I feel like that confidence
Mm-hmm.
was like something that should have inspired other people to
Yeah.
want to do something
Imagine
as
there were
well.
20 over in that local government.
Imagine there were 20 over.
Yeah.
Imagine it was everybody.
Imagine
No,
actually.
there would have been nothing. They would
Mm.
have just done the right thing. Imagine
You
it
can
was
even talk to them that give this guy a certificate too. Oh my shit, they'll do madness.
I'm like just I'm confused because we
Yeah.
are the you know Gen Z, I guess. We are
Basically.
the brave. We are the brave ones. We are the ones that
Yeah.
are supposed to have what?
Those are mine.
we're supposed to have mind. We're
Rugged.
supposed to be confident. We're supposed to
Yeah.
say omo we no go gree. We're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to not be our parents' generation. But we are.
I mean, funny enough, my mom was even saying it one time when this whole protesting happened in 2020 about how even their own generation so had the time where they were like, we're fed up. Let's fight. Let's do something. But it's like it gets to a point where when you are putting in action, they kind of like punish you for it. See this right? You see the whole massacre thing that happened in 20 October 20th. So it's like
Yeah.
people are just like people get tired. But that's the thing, like don't get tired. Is that tiredness that they actually like bank on
Yeah, that's what
seeing
they
that people
do.
are going to give up? But yeah,
Don't
it's
don't
really
get
sad. Don't
tired.
get tired.
Don't leave your soldiers behind on the
Mm-hmm.
field.
Yeah.
Retrieve them, fight for them. After
Mm-hmm.
the war is done, don't let them shit on the name of your soldiers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because after 2020,
Yeah.
lots of mud were slung like within the people that organized
Yeah.
that protest.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very sad to see
Mm-hmm.
because you could see where the confusion was coming from, and you could see clearly, like, if you were a reasonable thinking person, you would know that
Yeah.
this is what they want to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's infighting, that's detachment from your community.
Yeah.
Don't let it happen. It's us against them, and then the them is not your neighbor.
Exactly.
It's not
Them
your
is not
Yoruba or
because you're Yoruba. The them is not
Your
Igbo.
Igbo neighbor.
Like
No, it's them. They
them.
are the ones that are doing it. They are the ones that really control this shit. So
Mm-hmm.
I think we should, think about the power lines and how they are drawn, and
Yeah.
then let's get our what's it called, voters card,
Please, you guys,
and
let's get it. I
let's
think
do
it's
the
going to run
right thing
for
this
like a
time
whole
around.
year. So like just fine. If I feel like even if you're working in a company that values this kind of thing, you can just tell them we want to take the day off to get a voters card or to register. I
Yeah.
guess. But if you can't, at least between now and this time next year, you shall collect leave one of the days.
True.
Go and do it.
Use your leave days.
Exactly.
Use your leave days.
But yeah.
Yeah. So what do you have anything to plug? Like I think I asked this question last time.
My artist of the week.
Okay.
Do you have one?
I'll give the next one.
Okay.
I'll give
So
the
my artist
next
of the week
one.
is Oshamo. Oshamo. That's his name. Yeah.
Oshamo.
Yeah. I
How's
came
it spelled?
across Oshamo.
Oh, nice.
I think it's like Oshamo, like you know
Oshamo,
now. Yeah,
like you
something
know.
like,
Yeah.
So I actually came across this song like maybe sometimes last year on TikTok, and then there's another one that is trending. I don't know if you heard the Super Fuji. Yeah, my own.
Oh, I know. And yeah.
Oshamo. I love
Oshamo.
that song like mad. But yeah, that's
It's not in Nigeria, but it's in
No, it's not.
Nigeria.
It's in Nigeria.
Yeah, I
think
think I
it's in the
know.
UK.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
I love that song.
So yeah, okay.
Go back.
Another thing I found like exciting, like did you see the Creed edits?
Oh my god, what's your name? Oh my god. I came across that. I sent one over to my boyfriend, and we've been sending him back to each other. Like we just see, even people that are just trying to find it. I love it so much. There's the other one of the snowfall.
The snowfall one is incredible as well.
Yeah,
like that's like. But I think I prefer the Creed one. But the snowfall ones is like very, very like it makes me. There's this that like I think it's like a monologue. I don't know, like, but just from the edited rights, it's like bodies, and then he does this this very psychopathic smirk, and then he says they are all dead.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to watch it. I want to see this show. I want to see this show. Like Damson Idris is actually an incredible actor.
Yes.
I don't know how you could embody that character. Like it's just very, very interesting.
I know sometimes when I watch things, or maybe when I see things, I always think about the person. I'm like, imagine somebody on set holding the camera and him just shouting, bodies in front of the camera. Like, and everybody's just quiet on set, just having goosebumps.
Like that's crazy. Like that's actually a crazy performance.
Yeah.
And one thing that made me, that's one thing that's funny about those edits is that there's a song. The song is
the Kendrick song.
It's a Kendrick song, like Untitled number 5, and that song was remixed by a producer on the same TikTok.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
So that is not how the song sounds. Like
Are
the
you
song
for
is
real?
is slower. Like I got 100 in my. I got 100 on my dash, got 200 in my trunk. One thing. That's how the song goes. But like it's even slower than I'm saying it here. However, that guy took the song, made it into something like up tempo with madder drums, madder kicks, and then he just posted it only for these kids that we don't know what they're giving them to eat.
I'm just like, I hope they're getting paid. I see people sending them like
people are sending them stuff.
If I had, I would have given to Sha. They
are crazy. They are crazy. Yeah. Like they see. I think this is a new like art form that you know is being like developed. And you mentioned like the DJ thing. So like what DJs do with music, people are beginning to do with like video and film.
Yeah,
like that's insane. Like stuff I like to see. So
crazy.
Yeah, that
I hope
has
they get
been,
jobs from that because
they
you don't
will.
even know, maybe one small, maybe one general for somewhere that even edited the video.
Yeah,
like,
you know, it
really
definitely.
talented young
I
people.
think it's very. I think they're the
hours.
ones. I think they're the ones. And
having to arrange the clips into the beats of like a punch, and then it has to go into the beats.
Exactly, and then the transitions are just crazy. Like I saw one with like, I don't know if it was I can't remember if it was that Untitled beats.
Yeah,
but it was Michael Jackson and one anime, and then the anime character looked like Michael Jackson, and then they just did this whole transition, and I'm like,
but have you been seeing the edits of anime cartoons, but then they use like Nigerian songs?
I saw a thread about that on Twitter. That's
crazy.
Insane. That's insane. But like, yeah, it gives me hope about like creativity. I feel more and more like at rest when I see stuff like that, because with AI, there is this fear, as an AI skeptic, there's this fear that, you know, AI is going to change the way we create.
I cannot create that shit phobia.
You are saying it's
Okay,
canon,
maybe
but like,
later, but
yeah,
like,
maybe later.
that, no,
Okay, yeah, it will be able to create it here, or it might be able to create it, but like there is this spark that the human
human
touch,
touch.
like the human endeavor really
Yeah.
creates that. I feel like AI companies can only aspire to. So that's why, like, it's important for people to still create. So when I see stuff like this, and just really knowing that it's the younger generation that are doing stuff like this, I have hope.
Yeah.
I
True,
have
true.
I have hope, and I'm like, okay,
Cannot go
yeah,
to bed.
yeah, I can go to bed. I'm relaxed. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's all cool. Like that's the stuff that has been, on my feed like mostly.
Same.
Yeah.
It's fun. That's
Yeah,
nice.
it's cool.
Yeah.
So I think we've come to the end of this episode. I don't want to go. I want to continue talking.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We have more episodes to come. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll
we
just
do.
pick up from where we left. I'm like, hey, yes, the edits we were talking about last time.
Actually, yeah, but how do you hope this week goes? Like, or what do you look forward to this week?
I really hope it's not stressful. I hope it's very, very calm. I have something interesting planned for the weekend, but don't worry. When next I come, I'm going to give you guys updates
All right,
about that. But yeah, I just hope it's a chill time, no stress. I don't want to be leaving the office late again. This week has to be very interesting. But yeah, I hope to have that.
Okay. I have this thing on Thursday. I think it's going to be a stressful thing.
Sorry.
I think it's going to be a stressful thing. But aside Thursday, I'm going to try and make the most of my week.
Oh my God, Lawa, we need to talk about old school maybe next week. We'll be dragging them on Twitter.
Yeah, we will.
Let's talk about it because
We will.
it's a long discussion.
We will.
Yeah,
but
we'll
like,
talk about it.
yeah, I think I will just like give my own perspective too,
Yeah,
because like I want to do that.
Me, I'm inside. Don't worry, I'll tell
Yeah.
you the story. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
you're about to step in, Abby.
I already stepped
You
in.
already stepped-
Yeah, I'm already like in. Like we've done like what's over. I'm on the second. This is the second month
Oh yeah.
of like schoolwork.
Nice. Don't
So
worry.
yeah,
We'll
we'll talk about it. Well, folks, every good thing must come to an end.
Until the next episode.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at IKD to the world.
Yeah,
that
and we
is
have
IKD number 2 letter D WRLD.
Yeah. And we have new episodes on Wednesdays.
And you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
Right. And I remain Layali.
And I remain Lawal.
See you next time.
And IKD to the world.
Bye.
Bye, folks. Bye.